Hi, it's Ilona here. Earlier today I was just checking out my orchids and admiring my Vando. I just love that beautiful color and just sort of generally looking around and feeling good about things. At last the snow's gone from outside and things are happening outside, and in here things have got a nice fat bud on my Cycopsis, and this yellow, or I should say my Alba Cycopsis is just opened and bloomed very nicely. Things are going well. Of course, African violets, they're always such good bloomers. And then I'm thinking, well, while I'm here, I might as well water my Cattleyas, the one in the orange here and the one in the blue here. Okay, when I was thinking about this, I wasn't really thinking that I would be making a video, but what happened was when I took them down and went to water them, I noticed that this Cattleya has snow mold in it. And I've seen snow mold before and I know what it's like, so I wanted to take care of it right away. And I thought, well, perhaps I could share with you what I know about snow mold, and so then I decided to make a video. So things are a little bit out of order here, but I think it'll be okay.
The white snow mold is a white powdery substance that grows in your orchid media, and what it does, as it grows in your orchid media, it also grows over your orchid roots, and it's waterproof, kind of water resistant, waterproof, so your roots can't take in water, and of course then they die. So it is a very serious kind of mold and needs to be dealt with the minute you see it. And I didn't see it, and look how quickly it spread. I use hydrogen peroxide to soak the roots really, really thoroughly to get rid of the mold.
So now I'm going to soak it into the hydrogen peroxide, so it'll get rid of that mold, white mold, for a few minutes. So after washing them, everything off, or disinfecting, I guess, with hydrogen peroxide, I'm going to do it with just soapy water. Now I've washed everything out with the bleach here, just Clorox. And how much did I use? I don't know with the water, except I think I used a bit too much because my eyes were watering. But it was just to wash out and sterilize the pot, so I'm not too worried about it. It hasn't got anything on the roots. So now I'm going to clean up this mess of the soil. Here I'm going to pick out the little balls and I'm going to put them into this pot, and then later I'm going to boil the little balls to sterilize them, because then I can use them over and over again. This media that I have, that I used it at the garden center, it was touted as the next best thing. This is all the best media that could possibly be for orchids. So I bought some and I tried it and I was disappointed with it. So now that's why I pretty well have gone back to the little clay balls, because I find I don't have the same kind of issues with clay balls as I do with the bark mix. Okay, so now I'm going to repot it. I put some sterilized, previously sterilized clay balls in the bottom of a 6-inch pot. Then I'm going to place this in, I'm going to place this in and then repot with the rest of the balls. Now, it may seem that I'm handling these orchid roots a bit rough, but you know what? I'm thinking the orchid can think it's just some kind of storm where it's living in the wild, and it can put up with a little bit of its roots being banged around. Well, we'll see anyway. So now I've got it potted up, and there's that nice new root growing that's a bit red from being in the sunshine. And I'll just let that sit for about 10 minutes so that the roots and those little clay balls can get moist. And then I've had this orchid for maybe 5 or 6 years, and it's kind of beat up looking, but you know what? It's okay. When I see the beautiful flowers, then I forget about it being beat up.
So of course when I'm potting and repotting in the kitchen, there's always a bit of mess, stuff flying around. And, but you know what? It's not really much of a problem because the little Swiffer I have, the little vac, just turn it on and the problem is solved. So now I've put it back on the window, a bit back because it's newly repotted and I don't want it quite in the full sun. I don't want the, it's not a very good view of it. But anyway, you can kind of see it's looking okay. We'll see how things go. So now I'm gonna go and clean up the mess and have a cup of tea. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got something useful from this video.